G'day everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm going to go through week number 2 of the dephemerember by Louise Heinzel and 49 Dragonflies prompts and what I've done with them. And yeah, I just figured, and I've made a journal for it to go in. I've got a feeling that it's going to get way chunky because we're only halfway through and it's already exploding, so I don't know how this is going to go. I may have to make another cover. If that's the case, we'll do that because I've made it Midori style, so it's all the pages aren't sewn in, so it's kind of done that way. But I'm not going to do a flip through of it because that can wait until the end, and if I have to make another cover I will. It's a little bit bigger, we will work with it. But we've got this, and let's see how it ends up looking. So I've got the little prompts over here. So day 8 was beads and a postage stamp dangle. So the first one I've got here, and the animal was butterfly. So I've got this dangle here. It is removable, and we've got, I made it out of a necklace I picked up that had, like, you know, some ribbon threaded through the chain, and I went, well, I'm going to keep it like that. It keeps with that kind of naturalist theme. And yeah, so I've done Australian stamps because I figured that seemed fitting, so I've done some naturalist Australian stamps of flowers and animals of Australia. And then the necklace itself had pearl beads on it, so I've left them on there. And then I had this big chunky jump ring necklace, so I've used them to attach the stamps. And then we've got some little butterfly dangles and a flower, another little butterfly, another little butterfly. So that is the first one, and I think this was Barbara's from 49 Dragonflies, or maybe it was Louise's. I honestly can't remember, but it was one of them. As is always the way. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, so that was Barbara's. This is Louise's idea. So it is a dangle belly band, and so she crackled up this one using embossing paste. I did a similar one, so it's a little bit shinier. And then turned the butterflies into stamps, and I added a little little quote that says, "Hurt no living thing, lady, bird or butterfly, nor moth with dusty wing." So yeah, and then I've just got the little journal prompt behind it. But yeah, so that's what I did with that one. And what are we on to next? Number 9 is collage fodder and junk mail. Trust me, I get a lot of collage fodder because I'm using a lot of background papers when I'm doing spraying and inking. So this one here was Barbara's, so 49 Dragonflies, and it was a curled over envelope that I've kept, and I've just attached it with washi tape so that it's a flip out as well. And then this one here, and it was a partridge. So I've used some of my background papers, a little bit of vintage sticky tape, and some gold background embroidery. I don't know, I used a whole lot of things on here. And yes, that's how this one turned out. This was just a little bit of, I've got a little box of like little leftover bits of materials and things. So yeah. And that goes back into here. If I can put it back in now. There we go. Alright, so that's that one. And then we've got, I'm going to get these out of the way so that I'm not getting confused. Number 9. Here we go. Here's the second one. This is Louise's, and so I've used some of the same things, some feathers. I used a little wax seal, and a little bit of wallpaper, so forth. I made a little tag out of the partridge, so that one slips into the window of this envelope. and then this will pop up. And there's a little love heart from my mum. So when she redirects my mail, if for some reason I still get mail to my mum's, it's very rare. It's like a bank account that I haven't had for like 100 years. They still send, a zero balance. And she sends me, and then she always puts a little love heart on the back. It's kind of cute. Yes, that's from my mum. So a touch of my mum in there. So that's that one. Alright, number 10 is leaves and envelope. Okay, so let's see if I can find a 10. Alright, so we've got this one here. This was Barbara's, and I've made a little owl out of here. This is from Stamperia Cosmos. I've got some fake leaves and some paper leaves there that I've kind of just vintaged up. And then I open it out this way. This is from the Ciao Bella sign of the times or something. It's very sciencey related, which is awesome because that thing. This is from my own digital kit. She soars with her own wings one. And then same thing as this. So this folds out. There's a little turned one piece of the paper into a journal card. And then over this side we've got some more little journal cards, and that slots in there. So that is that one. Like that. Yes, we did it. Number 10. Alright. This was Louise's. So she offered a little freebie that was of an owl. So I've made it into a little pocket at the back with the owl and a little flower made out of my collage paper. So that kind of ends up looking like this. So this is like my background paper when I'm doing it. Because man, these girls like to use a lot of mixed media and paints and inks, so it's good. I don't know if my desk is ever going to be the same, but yeah, so that's that one. I made the flowers out of that, and then I had little leaf punches, so I've used that, and I've brought in some of the black little button, and then this opens up and folds out, and it's a little owl. So that is number 10. All right. Number 11, handmade stamp jumbo tag. So there, I can see an 11 there, so let's go straight to that one. Alright, so it was a toucan. And we had, so we've got to have handmade stamped jungle stamp. So this is actually the stamps that I use. So I had the feather dies, and so I used them as stamps, which is what you can see in the background. And this is from Stamperia Amazonia, and a couple of numbers and so forth. But I ended up using the stamps as well, so it's legit the stamps from foam that I've and it's got the inks on it and stuff like that. I'm like, well, why waste it? We'll use it. And then it's just been sprayed a little bit on the back. So that's my little jumbo tag there. I've just got it on with a paper clip, so that's that one. Alright, where's the next number 11? And then we've got Louise's interpretation of it. You can see more of the background stamps here, and they're down here as well. And then there's one of them there with the foam. And I've just made some journaling tags out of some of my old scraps from the Amazonia and so forth. And yeah, so this is like double pocket, big tag. So I put eyelets in there and some little coloured eyelash trim, so it kind of looks like a little bit of the toucan's fur. But that's that one. Alright, next one. Number 12, lace and a postcard, and it was a rabbit. Okay. So, there we go. So this is Louise's. Her rabbit turned out a little bit nicer than mine did, but it's a little bit cute. This is a flip up, and this little thing is just holding the journaling tag that I've made out of their freebies. It is a vintage postcard. It had some interiors of I think it was a Belgium um, castle. And yeah, so I've used that, and there is some little lace here with the mushroom. I had a go at drawing a bunny. Yeah, we won't judge that too much. I did it quickly and with inks, so it was just fun. And then a little bit of lace there, so it just pops on up like that. So that's that one, and then we've got the one inspired by Barbara. Okay, so she gave some freebies of some postcard backs, and made basically a stacked pocket. So we've got that one there. I used some little bunny stamps that I have um, to put some little bunnies on there, so they're in amongst it, and then some extra little stamps just to kind of make it a little bit more grungy. And then I have lots of little note cards like this, so I thought I'd put them in for journaling spots, and then turned this hair into a journaling tag with another little bit of lace there, and there's lace on the ends of each one of these. So that's my interpretation of that one. Alright, number 13 was acetate and Avena. So this one was inspired by Louise, and I had fun with this one. I'm just thankful when I saw what she did with this one. I'm just thankful I've got a well-stocked craft room. You can sub on my hands. Because I managed to be able to, hopefully with most of these, utilise their ideas with the stuff that I have, because I don't want to go buy anything because I've got way too much stuff. But I had a bit of fun with this one. So this is embossing powders that have been melted and made to look like, ocean waves. This is the seahorse. I've just blown it up, that freebie that they gave. And a lot of this is leftover stuff from Stamperia's Mechanical Sea World that I had. So it kind of went with the vibe. And I think this is from Stamperia's Sea Dreams. I just went through my stash and kind of found some things that I've got and made like a little banner out of that. And this acetate here has got a little seahorse in it. So there's a little seahorse there. And I coloured the acetate using some alcohol ink, so it kind of looked oceany and so forth, and made the outside out of some metal-looking paper. But yeah, so that one, I must admit, I think this is one of my favourites that I've done. I really like this. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I like that interpretation. Then we've got this one here. This is Barbara's interpretation. I used some fake flowers that I've got and just grunged them up. Same when I made that acetate. I've got a piece of it here. Is it easy to find is more the question. But I had a lot of the acetate, obviously, from when I did it. So this is when I did the wrong circle size. But I had a lot of that. And so I made the flower out of that acetate, which gave it that little bit of contrast. A bit of gold thread, and then I've used the seahorses, but I've kept them whole, so the seahorses are making part of like the stamen and stuff like that, and then a little shell. Should I add the shell? No, because does it add way more bulk to this page? Yes, it does, but it's okay. And these are little pockets. But we've got that one. I love it. I'm just like, it just added a mass amount of bulk to the journal, but hey, that's part of it. And then, because I'm adding a whole lot of bulk, when I saw what they did for 14, which was pattern and a matchbook, I went, yeah, and their ideas were similar, so I kind of just went, I'm going to take on board their ideas, and then also just make it my own with stuff I've got. So this is what we ended up with. So it was the peacock, and I kept it with where the back, so the inside of my journal is, because this is all gold and shimmery and peacocky colours, so I thought it seemed to go fitting with it. I had some peacock ribbon, so I've made a belly band out of that. So it's got the peacock there, obviously a little peacock down here. I have lots of wallpaper from wallpaper sample books, And this one kind of reminded me of peacock feathers. So I've used that. I've added a little bit of iridescent spray ink into the things just to give that illusion of a peacock feather. A little bit of a leftover ribbon that I cut. And this then pops out. There's the little peacock journal cards. And then a whole lot of different things. So this is some of the brown paper that I've used to make the cover of the journal. So I've leatherized it, and yeah, so that's in there, like that, and it goes back in there. So that's just a quick walkthrough of obviously my interpretation of those 7 prompts. Now I won't be able to do the next 3 week, like week 3 in time, because I'm actually about to drive north for family for Christmas. So my crafting is nearly over, and I won't be back until just before the new year. So I will have to catch up when I get back, and then I will do like the final ones I've done, and then a walkthrough of what the journal ends up looking like. Because I've still got to decorate the front and everything as well. But this is kind of a sneak peek of the journal, but obviously incomplete, and I haven't showed you everything. But yeah, so she is growing exponentially. It's like wah 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 wah. All right, I'm going to leave that there. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. That'd be great. Leave a comment below if you're going along with this dephemerember as well, and that's what's kind of sent you across to have a bit of a look through. I must admit, I'm enjoying it. It's taking me out of, like, you know, kind of comfort zones, and the girls certainly make you think about how to do things, and I'm learning things, which is what I'm all about. I like to learn as well. So yeah, having a bit of fun. All right, I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining. As always, remember, be kind, be strong, and be a warrior, and I'll see you later. Bye.